Well, I'm really enjoying our kind of anything goes type of program, and I think I'm just the ideal guest to that. We've been really bouncing off each other in all different kinds of things. But let me ask you, Shayne, what saddens you in life? What would make you really, what makes you sad?
That's a very difficult question to answer because it depends on what aspect of my life or society that I'm looking at. For example, I think it's one of the things that saddens me is the fact that you have young people, young and older people as well, who invest so much time and so much effort into their education, for example, and they're underemployed. Another thing that saddens me is that a lot of people leave because of the fact that they can't find work here. We have so many Saint Lucians doing so well all over the world, and they can't contribute to Saint Lucia, to the development of Saint Lucia. And I think that we're at the point where it's like we're just there. Like, this is where everybody can come in to make a contribution, and let's just take this country and let's just take the region to a whole different level. And my biggest fear and what saddens me is that there's potential, it's possible that we don't do that we never get to that point, at least not in my lifetime, and I would love to see that happen. So that's one of the things that saddens me.
What would you say is, I'm smiling because I want to put this the right way, women's worst perception of men generally? When a woman has to summarize a man, what do they get wrong?
Women have this, women say this thing that men are dogs. Men are not dogs. Or if you want to say a man is a dog, if you want to say a man is loyal, a man is a good companion, a man is, then say men are dogs. But don't say that men are dogs or men are pigs or men are, based on, your experience with one man, for example, excuse me, who didn't live up to your expectations. I think, women and men as well, you just need to let people be. Don't have your expectations, or don't expect somebody to make it their duty to live up to your expectations of them. You have to accept people for who they are. So when women say men are dogs and society says men are this, men are that, it's like, no, that's not the case. You just have to let people be, and then you accept them or not accept them accordingly on an individual basis.
Shayne, what do you think men need to know most about women?
I think men need to understand that with women, you don't necessarily have to take everything literally, and sometimes it's, women leave it up to you to figure it out. So a woman might say something, she'll just give you a hint, and she'll expect you to either want to do it or for you to go the extra mile without her having to tell you, this is what I want done.
So in other words, you're saying that a woman expects the man to read her mind?
Pretty much, yes. Pretty much.
Not true.
No, I think that's what it is, because I think there's so many different ways of articulating something so clearly, right? For example, if you're asked to do something, right? A lot of women expect a man to actually want to do something. And sometimes just the fact that, you know what, if you ask me to do it, I'm willing to do it. I don't have to do it with a smile on my face. I don't have to do it and be like, oh, all happy-go-lucky. I'm like, okay, you asked me to do that, I'm going to do it, because no, it doesn't work like that. It's just the fact that the man is actually willing to do that because you asked, simply because you asked. Then you have to appreciate that sometimes. And
okay, I get it the way that you say it. I think that a lot of the problems when it comes to men and women is, and especially with women, it's more or less similar to what you've just said, but in another way. Women expect the man to respond the way she's expecting him to respond. If you don't say what it is she wants to hear, you're a liar.
Exactly.
You're taking her for a fool.
And that's because everybody is their own person. Like a friend of mine said, personally, as a person, I am who I am. I am exactly who I want to be. And I can't be what somebody else wants me to be. because it's going to make that person happy. Because happiness is something that's supposed to start from within, then resonate outwards.
I need to ask you a question. What's your stance on women and your mobile phone?
It's an open book. It's for me, my phone is a tool for communicating, for whatever it is. I mean, I leave my phone lying about the house. It doesn't make a difference to me because.
And if your girlfriend would pick it up, and if it rang, can she answer it?
Yeah. She has my girlfriend has the password for my phone to unlock my phone. It's not a problem.
Okay.
And
what about if you found her looking, like, going through your phone?
I wouldn't think anything of it because I know that there's nothing to hide. And you know what? To all men out there, you should just try not hiding anything. It makes you such a liberated person because you don't have anything to worry about. You can't be caught.
I think that works both ways.
I think so as well.
Both
But
ways.
personally, I don't feel the need to go through my girlfriend's phone. I don't feel the need to have to snoop around. If you're trying to hide something from me, then it's you and your conscience that you had to deal with that. Some reason that made you do that. If it's that you're an insecure person, then you have to learn to deal with your own issues rather than going through your boyfriend or your girlfriend's phone. But just like you said, the fact that you have that I need to go through the phone, then perhaps you need to go deeper than that and ask yourself, why is it that I feel I need to go through this person's phone and address that? But if you go through the person's phone and you find something, then what that does, it kind of justifies all of the insecure feelings and all the issues that you had in the first place. In which case, it means that your relationship has already been toxic, and basically you were just looking for proof of the toxicity of your relationship. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you go looking for something, sometimes you may not even find something, but
and then you read into it.
You read into it. That's right. Yeah.
Well, Shayne, thank you so much for being with me.
It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I am really looking forward to doing this
a year later.
Again, about a year later, because I have a feeling you're going to be telling me something else. You're going to be looking at me and you're going, oh dear.
That was me then. That's
but I've seen you grow. I've seen you grow very quickly in a short space of time.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Yeah, no, I like what I see. Not that you were before, but I like what I see.
Appreciate
you seem
it.
really stable and
Thank you.
everything.
Thank you
great.
very much. I appreciate that.
Good job for the girlfriend here. Okay. Well, if you didn't know Shayne this way, and I'm sure you didn't, now you've seen a different side of him. I am anxious to see what he comes up with, because I think that whatever he comes up with now is going to be a different vibe. We're going to see a different type of Shayne Ross. I hope that you like what we did with this show. We just went for it, whatever it was, and I hope that you thought with us and you laughed with us. And I hope that soon you will still continue anyway to watch the Dolor Factor. So until then, I'm Delia Dolor. Goodbye. God bless.